Hello and welcome to the Wicked Things podcast. Haven, the story of lightning is one of the few story series created specifically for younger listeners. This is a fast-paced story full of magic, conspiracy, fantasy, talking animals, and exploration of a primeval world that awaits the listener. We hope you enjoy.
The brilliance of the golden morning sun cast its long reach across all of Haven. Birds across the island greet the great golden orb. Animals joyfully leave their cold burrows and dark dens for the pleasantly warming daylight of a new dawn. The happiness, for some, but not for all this new day, does not extend to all this morning. Deep in the swamp, a struggle for survival continues, driven on by the murderous intent of the great alpha wolf. He slowly taunts and stalks his prey to the entrance of an ancient earthen cave nearly concealed by twisted vines. "Time to die," he growls at the crippled skunk before him. Striper drags herself with all of her might, but deep down, she knew these were her last minutes of life. She tries to release her musk in defense of her life, but the monster's previous attack has stolen the use of that ability from her. The alpha wolf finds himself amused by the skunk's struggle to survive.
"Why continue? We both know how this will end. You dead and me with a full belly."
He viciously taunts her failing courage. "Just do it already, you monster!" She lowers her head in defeat. Striper closes her eyes in acceptance of her fate. The great alpha wolf hurls itself through the air, flashing open his massive fanged jaws to clamp down and end the skunk's life. "Die!" he roars. A blinding light erupts from the opening of the cave, golden and bright. The alpha wolf misses his target in the momentary distraction. Striper's eyes widen, filled with the hope of a savior.
"Leave her alone!"
Lightning heroically taunts the beast. Standing at the left side of Lightning is Keeper, the ancient Galapagos tortoise, and to his right, Slick, the weasel, angrily shakes his fist at the alpha wolf. The alpha wolf chuckles at the heroic trio through his savage clenched jaw.
"You really want to try me, boy?"
he asks, turning to face the cave entrance. The new arrivals have earned his full villainous attention.
"Come on then, monster. I'm not the same child as before."
Lightning charges at the beast. The alpha wolf doesn't give a second thought and barrels at the unicorn's air. Lightning slashes his horn in a Z-path at the alpha wolf. The alpha wolf's veteran reflexes guide him easily around the simple attack. His powerful jaws snap at the neck of the unicorn, missing him by only inches. The alpha wolf repositions first and comes straight for the unicorn's rear legs with a series of bites. Keeper uses the distraction to scoop up Striper and bring her into the cave.
"Rest now, friend. You're safe in here. The island will not let him enter."
Striper exhales in relief at the revelation of Haven's protection. Lightning keeps his legs out of reach by backing away from his foe's attack. He spins, revealing a perceived opening in his defense, opening his hind legs for an attack.
"Bad choice, boy."
The alpha wolf rushes at Lightning's hind side with his powerful jaws open wide. Slick circles the confrontation to reach his wounded brother's side. "Slicker!" He begs for a response, but finds none. Tears stream down his face as he looks down at the gravely injured weasel at his feet. The alpha wolf had torn Slicker's body open, and the ground hungrily devours the blood pooling beneath. Slick looks around, seeing things normally inside a body strewn about in the swampy earthen soil. "No!" Lightning flashes a smile, realizing that his deception worked at luring in the alpha wolf. In a flash of movement, he draws in and releases a powerful double-hoof mule kick. Everyone can hear the crack of the wolf's ribs breaking from the impact. The unicorn kick sends the alpha wolf tumbling across the ground. He takes a moment to end his rolling, but as he looks up, he's shocked to discover the unicorn was already on top of him, with his horn leading a deadly attack. The alpha wolf spins away, catching only a scratch from the unicorn's attack. He returns in kind with a violent and lacerating bite at Lightning's neck. The attack finds its mark and rips open a savage wound along the unicorn heir's neck. Slick arrives at the cave entrance and lowers his brother's remains next to Keeper.
"Oh my God!"
Keeper and Striper announce, seeing Slicker's broken body. Slick falls to the ground next to his brother, weeping softly as he coils into the fetal position. Striper faces Keeper. Her expression reads like a book. Can we save him? Keeper's mouth agape, he shrugs indecisively and mouths the words,
"I don't know."
The alpha wolf launches himself side first against the unicorn. The unexpected attack causes Lightning to fall to his side with a resounding thud. The unicorn struggles to return to his feet. The beast hurls his jaws towards the unicorn's soft underbelly. Die! Lightning blinds the wolf at the moment before impact with a brilliant flash of light from his horn. The wolf closes his eyes to protect them from the illumination. The sound of heavy liquid spilling onto the ground fills the air. The alpha wolf clumsily steps away from Lightning and collapses. His lifeblood pulses out of his body through the conical wound that pierced both sides of the beast's neck. The wolf gurgles on his own essence in shock as the swamp hungrily consumes every drop of his lifeblood. Lightning and the others watch as the alpha wolf's eyes become hazy and finally glass over. Lightning struggles back to his feet and pleads in defense of his actions. I didn't want to kill him. He gave me no choice. He turns to those at the cave entrance, seeing Keeper waving him to come quickly. What's wrong? Lightning cannot believe the sight of what the monstrous wolf had done to both Striper and Slicker. Can you save them? Slick begs Keeper.
Not alone, but maybe together, Lightning and I hopefully can.
The ancient turtle tries to steady the weasel's emotional state. Keeper leads Slick outside the cave.
Keep a lookout for us. We will do all we can.
Slick nods and narrows his eyes at the horizon around the cave.
Good boy. Give us plenty of warning if anyone approaches.
Keeper instructs Slick. Lightning exhales loudly at Keeper's return. I know we can help Striper, but isn't Slicker too far gone?
Belief is a tricky thing. It can fog our intent, and it is our intent that guides the magic.
Keeper explains. Lightning steps closer to Keeper and the injured.
Remember my teachings in the cave. We will guide the magical healing properties of the island to restore his broken form, just like we will with Striper. This will mend the body, but then you will find his soul and convince it to return.
Keeper taps on his shell above his heart. Keeper could tell that his choice of words confounded the unicorn.
Let's just focus on getting their bodies mended.
Lightning's confusion left his face, replaced by confidence in knowing he had the understanding to achieve his goal of restoring their bodies to a healthy state. Keeper stood above Slicker and gestured for Lightning to work with Striper. They closed their eyes and opened themselves to the power of the island. They each focused on bringing the love they felt for their fellow beings to Slicker and Striper. Slick watched as the pair slowly glowed with a warm and radiant golden glow. He watched as they knelt next to their intended focus. They then guided the energy to their friends' bodies. Slick could feel a gentle hum and vibration coming from the ground beneath him.
Now connect the infinite love from above to the earthy below,
Keeper reminded the unicorn.
I can feel the energies mingling inside Striper's body,
Lightning reported. Keeper smiled at his student's ability to control the forces beyond the reach of most.
Excellent. Now open your eyes and witness your efforts.
Lightning opened his eyes, and a smile slowly took shape on his face. In front of him, Striper's body hovered about a foot off the ground, inside a golden halo. Her wounds mended themselves as flesh drew open, wounds closed. Lightning and Slick turned their attention to Slicker's body. His body was mending, as Striper's had. However, Slicker had not regained consciousness, as she had. The body slowly lowered to the cave entrance floor, bodily healed. Striper stood. Thank you, Lightning. I don't know how you did it, but I can walk again. You're incredible. Lightning felt his face blush beneath his fur.
No problem.
Keeper carried Slicker's body inside the cave.
We're not done yet. Let's get him before he goes too far.
The ancient turtle's words confused Striper, Slick, and Lightning, but he still had their confidence. The trio made their way behind Keeper as he descended deep into the cave. They caught up with Keeper inside the crystal chamber. He had laid Slicker in the circle's center in the chamber's middle. Now what? Striper asked that which weighed most on the trio. Keeper settled next to Slicker's body on the chamber floor.
Lightning will need to learn more about the power of our people.
Keeper patted the ground around Slicker's body and asked for the friends to join him.
Please, sit. Slick, you and Striper will gently call to Slicker, asking him to come back. You must convince him to return.
Slick and Striper understood what he had asked of them, but were unsure what good it would do. Keeper turned to Lightning.
Meanwhile, Lightning and I must project ourselves into the spiritual world beyond the veil between worlds.
Lightning shook his head.
I don't know how to do that.
Keeper relaxed the tone of his voice to calm his pupil.
I will guide you. Focus on my words. Do exactly as I say, and we will save your friend.
Keeper motioned for his pupil to take a deep, relaxing breath, close his eyes, and listen for the words. Lightning did as he told him and closed his eyes. He could feel his body buzz with the flow of magic from the surrounding chamber.
Hard to get used to the feeling of the magic flowing into me,
he stated. Keeper chuckled softly.
It will happen in time. You will get used to the sensations and the needed control to manage the magical forces of Haven.
Keeper took another deep breath and exhaled.
All right, now we must focus on the task at hand. How will I know what to do?
Lightning quickly asked.
You will hear my voice in your head once we have moved beyond the veil. Listen to my words until you see me.
Keeper closed his eyes.
Wasn't that terrific? I can hardly wait for the next episode. This is the Wicked Things podcast signing off. Until next time, goodbye.